Good morning, everybody.
None of the dark moves or ghost moves are very punnable with Ghast. That is sad. Hello, hello.
Hey, Gray, how are you today?
Doing well.
I'm just doing my startup where I, mute you properly so I don't get a weird echo and, post in the Discord that I am live.
Oh yeah, those things that I forgot to do.
Yeah, many things. Many things. If only there's an easy way to have like a little checklist on my screen saying post in Fire Caves of Behor channel, post in spam something spam. Spam streams you cast.
Of course, you
Spam.
could, write a song to remind yourself to do all those things.
I could do that if only I knew a Sean Hills. Where are you hiding, Gray?
Near the Bastion.
You're the Bastion. Well, I am actually going to be doing work in creative if you wanted to meet at the hub.
Okay, yeah, let me clean up base camp then. Do some of that. Yeet the garbage.
I really got to think of a better way to get from my base to the Nether. I think with all my redstone skills, I would be able to just fly or take out an elevator.
You don't have an ender stasis hidden activated by the Skulk sensors. Actually, have you played with Skulk much or sensors?
Not yet, but
I look forward to the Kindleless creations involving
there's
wireless redstone.
there's going to be a lot of nifty things, but some of it is just, you'll be reinventing the wheel for a while. So I just have to make
All
sure
right.
that, okay, now that we've reinvented the wheel, let's actually find some new applications for this technology.
Right.
Because I can do like a piston door with skulk sensors, but it won't work that well. Oh, I got a shrieker. Oh, I should turn on my game sounds. That way if a gas attacks me, I'll be able to hear it in time to like panic and die.
Okay.
I see you now. Nice to see you. Great, it's real low. Thank you, Mahis.
Oh wait,
Desktop.
I think he's talking to me. You're really low on my stream
Oh, yes.
because I had you turned down.
Of course you did. Yeah, you gotta go to desktop audio and ramp it up a bit in the OBS settings.
Oh, that's probably I was adjusting you in Discord. So let's put you back where you were.
I find it just a general increase in the Discord volume when it comes to desktop audio helps the best. Because that way it doesn't blow out your own eardrums when you're listening to people.
Oh no, you're already my Discord's already maxed. I had you turned down in Discord.
Um, yeah, you can actually, if you go to the advanced audio properties, you can increase the volume of your desktop audio to over 100%.
Okay. That looks like stuff to play with when I am not live.
Yes.
But I turned you up in Discord for now. In the meantime, I have this for you.
Thank you. You may join me in chat or creative tour. Okay, let's see what I got here. Ooh, a stream supervisor.
Oh, and then I just caught up on chat here. Kindleless is quiet. That's better. Okay. Fake tears is a dark move. We'll have to work on that. Where does the birch and soul soil go?
I don't know, I haven't really figured any of that out. I just kind of randomly pick things. Extra tunnel supplies. Got some bare chests here. Ooh, here's
Oh,
the
here's some stripped.
birch
Yeah.
logs in here.
Okay.
That's a lot. That's a good number of logs.
And we'll stick the soil in there.
I may do some stripping during Joe's stream, but not while I'm streaming, because I feel like even though I've got my settings high, that's against the TOS.
Please strip during Joe's stream.
Well, I can roll my sleeves up.
Oh wait, these are empty shulkers. Let's put those where they go.
There we go. I rolled my sleeves up. Is that close enough?
Where'd you go?
I'm running around in circles.
Oh, nice.
I had to roll my sleeves up.
Did y'all get tickets to the gun show?
Yeah, because there's a beach somewhere. I know those nonsense lines. I went to post-secondary school. Hello, Stellar. I'm glad
Stella
you're
said
listening to stream.
she's gonna watch. Alrighty, my friend.
I'll take your
Well,
raid. Have a great night tonight with your
yeah, I gotta
loved
go
ones.
grab the chitlins. Flash raid.
Get ready to say hello to the raiders.
Kindless? Is it just Kindless?
Kindless and MC with a capital MC.
Alrighty, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out with me for the stream. I gotta go pick up my twin boys and love and hug and all those things. And I'm gonna send you over to hang out with Kindless. Have a good
Awesome.
weekend, guys. I'll see you later.
Me too. Oh, a raid is coming. Very exciting. Hello, all lacquered up nails. Thank you for the follow. Hello, Stay Lifted Barry. Also, thank you for the follow earlier in the week. I am streaming from the Joe Hills Patreon server, which we've named Deep Slate 9. Joe Hills is a hermit crafter, and they are currently at their 9th season of Hermitcraft, and they just celebrated their 10-year anniversary of playing the longest-running Minecraft SMP. Don't quote me on that, otherwise someone might show up and tell me that I'm wrong. Oh, hello Opno, thank you for the follow. Hello Magenta, how are you? Hello Greyheart Raid, party of 10. We are actually not going to stick around on the Joe Hill server. We're going to pop over to Creative for a tour of what we're going to be building. Welcome to the creative version of our hub. I have pasted it in the overworld so I can have better lighting. Hello Grace, how are you today? We have the Joe Hills Warden. I felt like that was going to amuse me, so I put one in the hub. He's now walking around. So currently we have our cardinal direction tunnels done in all 4 directions, and we're working on the ring tunnels. However, the ring tunnels are twice as much as the cardinal direction tunnels. Hey Opno, thank you for your first chat and follow. But these are the cardinal direction tunnels. It's fairly simple. It's a simple repeating design of birch, stripped birch, end rods, arrows to tell you how to get back to the tunnel, because not all of us operate on render distance 32. In fact, the server runs on render distance 9, so you kind of get lost easily because it's hard to have long distance landmarks. If you're a fan of Skizzleman, you'll know that compasses have to go close together on this server. But we have these tunnels all figured out and wrapped up with floors and patterns. And we're in 119, so we have the brand new frog lights for decorations. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be taking schematics for the world so that we can be ready for the stream today, or stream day tomorrow, which is going to be several hours of building. So I don't know if you guys have used Lightmatica before. We are going to be building some schematics of our 4 tunnels. This is the winter tunnel. Hi Sakara, how are you doing today? I know. I wish I could fly faster, but oh, wait, I can. I can fly faster. It makes me feel a lot better. Move to player. Of course, now that I've done that, I need to, turn it off so I can actually move around and know what I'm doing. Area editor. Now, there's other ways to do these kinds of schematic things. I use this one because it's consistently, it's just easy. There's no fancy tricks I need to learn, no beating my head against the wall, trying to struggle with it. Just place everything down and go. To make sure everything is connected in the area. One of the things I do, I go to area editor and I go to analyze area. Oh, we need to load some more chunks. This is kind of a big area. Now all chunks are loaded. So if we look at the area, just one section of the tunnel has 152 stacks of blue terracotta, 113 stacks of cyan stained glass, 107 stacks of soul soil. It's a very useful thing. What I'm looking for is things that stand out as wrong. I think I can live with a couple of cyan carpet netherrack as part of this file. So I save these files into my Lightmatica menu so I can put them into Excel to make our material list. Oh, hello, Meep. Outpost Redstone is doing great. I have done absolutely nothing on it, and I've had no meetings with my team members. However, we have over 2 months to do this project, and I'm in no rush to really start working on it. So we're going to call this one Deep Slate 9 Winter Ring Tunnel. Save schematic, save schematic. It's a fairly simple process to do these things. I'm going to have a little bit of material overload because I'm going to keep the corners of each area inside. I'm going to keep the corners inside for the corners of these, but I feel like that's probably the safest way to do things. So I grab the corner here, and I go for that one. But this one, I need to move it to me. Gain all the way at the end. Move to player. Don't need to be so extra. Neep, you've already lost your mind in Team Lotus. Well, I'll point out we do still have a lot of time where we can do this work. Right? We're not really, it's not a big deal. And once we're done, we also have we have a lot of time to fall back and make sure once we do our roads and get our Bahala community areas done, we can also then turn around and get more work done when we've finished. So again, I just go around and check, make sure I'm not missing sections of the road, because that's always embarrassing when you miss out on a slice of something. Oh, we can take this out. I'll go to the middle this time before we do our area analysis. Area editor, analyze area, refresh. Just drinking some lukewarm coffee from this morning. I'm very efficient. These numbers seem the same, mostly because it's a very similar design. The big change is the crimson slabs, because we've, We're doing a different ring. The pink stained glass has changed instead of cyan. Got a bit of lime, that's okay. Pink glazed terracotta, that's perfect. Okay, we can now save this one. Area editor. This is the spring ring tunnel. And we can also write this to file. So again, I'll have a Excel sheet of all this material. Over here, my top one, nope. Top one's down there, okay. Area editor, 192, moved player. Good. I'm going to fly all the way down. This is going to be a fairly short stream. I know Joe's streaming at 9:30, so I'm going to be adding him in. We're going to be rating him. But I felt like this would be just an interesting way to see how I get things done, major projects done, without going crazy trying to, figure out how to do it and how to do it when coordinating with people. Because that, I think, is another challenging thing. I, of course, have these schematics, but I'm going to have to paste these schematics in order and share them with everyone else so that they can also do the same thing to make sure we get them all lined up perfectly. This is a summer tunnel. Area editor, analyze area, refresh. There we go. Oh my god. We don't have much pink stained glass this time. Well, we have a ton of lime. Gain 113 stacks. We're going to write this to file. Material written. Perfect. Area editor. Now this one is summer. Save schematic. So again, we place at the top, go to the far corner. There's other tools we can use. We can use keyboard shortcuts, we can do commands, but it's a lot of information to memorize. That's why I prefer to use this system with the simpler system. Because why stress myself out when I'm trying to get things done? And then move to player. So again, we pretty much have everything in position the way we want. Oh, see you soon, Stellar. Have a good meal. And again, analyze area. To wait for the task. This one has a yellow stained glass. This is how I check to make sure everything is kind of changing the way it should. Rate the file. Now we're going to go to area editor, summer, fall. Save schematic, saved. So now we have all these schematics saved with the different frog lights and color combinations. Some work needs to be done on the glass for the joining areas, but I think that's more of an artistic thing that'll have to feel right for each tunnel, because not all of our tunnels are really going to extend off into the distance. If we go looking into the sky, you can see that our Valhalla area is actually fully within the ring. These are just diamond blocks I placed so I could tell how large it was going to be based on what Joe told us. He's filled this area in with bedrock to make sure we can't go in. But that means we have space here where we can make our own tunnels. Special Valhalla tunnels going around. Level with our main hub. So that we can turn around and show off our individual plots in the maps. I think that might be a nice trick. Have to convince the teams, right? Because the way these teams work is we have the Valhalla anomaly area, then you have 80 blocks, which works out to 10 blocks in the Nether. And then we have 1632 blocks or so for the road. And then we have an indeterminate number of blocks we can build in after that. So this distance here represents basically the entirety of a road's, depth for the ring roads going around. Of course, we have like the different patterns in the teams. We can map it all out, put information in, and have people be able to have literally a map of our Valhalla region surrounding the nether side so that everybody's able to see very clearly, oh, this is how you get in, this is how you visit each other. I think that would be an exciting thing to do. But that's also, feature creep, because right now we're working on tunnels. Once we finish this area, we'll then have to work on the main hub area above. That's going to be exciting. And, we have our Joe Hill's Warden. Probably won't have that in the survival version of the server. That might upset people if they keep getting killed while trying to get around the Nether hub. Now, the most important trick of this is the coordinates in this area are the actual coordinates of the XY coordinates of our Nether hub. So when I stand here and I say look a block, and it says target block negative 235, 78, negative 136. That is the same block in our Nether hub, which means I can do work here and know that when I say, oh, you need to have so-and-so block in this position, it translates directly to our world. The reason why this is important is because I'm going to place the schematics in this world to make sure they're all lined up. I'm going to record where they go, so when in survival, I can just place them and manually type in the numbers rather than having to fly all over the place to do things in survival. So we'll start with the winter ring tunnel. We're going to load that schematic. And we're going to get ourselves a stick. Now, the stick is our main tool for moving up, manipulating materials in Litematica. So what I'm going to do is just generally get things almost lined up. So that I can quickly oh, there we go. Still need more. There's so much material to do. Now this is taxing my PC quite heavily, just because of the way that Litematica renders in material, which is something that, is going to be fixed in the next version. Probably why why the next version is taking so long to develop, because the rendering engine is going to be redone completely. So now, when looking around, everything, you can't see any schematic. You see the outline of the schematic a bit here, but that's because everything's lined up perfectly. So when I go into my schematic placements, configure, these coordinates here, the negative 603, 77, negative 143 are the actual coordinates for this specific schematic. So I'm going to lock this one so I don't forget. Then I'm going to continue on to the next area. Now we need to go to the spring tunnel, load schematics. Fall, summer, winter. Interesting. Did I fail to save a schematic? It looks like I did. I definitely failed to do the schematic. It's a good thing. It's a good thing we're still in creative because we can fix this in no time. Okay. It's one of those reasons why I like Matica. It lets me, fix mistakes with a minimum of headaches. There we go. That's what we want. Oh, area editor. Well, now we need to go spring, set, save schematic, spring tunnel, analyze area, wait for the task to update, write to file. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to go through and check those to make sure I didn't screw things up too badly. That is a great place for my mini HUD because the top corner is where I have my Deep Slate 9 logo, Sean. Also, hi Sean, how are you doing? Here we go, spring, ring tunnel. Spring, ring tunnel, placed. So, trick here again, schematic placements, configure, locked. The placement origin here that I'm figuring out is going to be the exact placement origin I use in the survival server. Hi Stellar, welcome back. Oh, I'm sorry that work won't end. Have you tried, I don't know, I have nothing productive to recommend about work. It's terrible, no one should have to do it. I guess this schematic wants to be at the other end of the tunnel. Instead of manually moving it one block at a time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to force it to move. Go to schematic placements, configure, move to player. This way. This way I quickly get things into position. Go. schematic placement submarine tunnel. Locked. And again, those coordinates are really what I need to do this. Load schematics. Fall. Oh yeah, it really wants me over at that end. I guess we're going all the way to the other end. There are more complicated ways you can do things and set the origin for schematics they load in, so if you want them to load on a central point. But every time I've had to do that and learn it, by the time I figured it all out, I'd forgotten it the next time I needed it. So after realizing that's how my brain worked, I was like, well, that's enough. On here, what am I out of alignment for? Oh. Is that what I'm out of alignment for? There we go. Alignment key. So in about half an hour or so, including time spent chatting with Gray, I've managed to take and place four major schematics for the weekend. So these files I'm going to be posting on the Discord, along with instructions on how to get Lightmatic up for 1.19, because I know a lot of us have been waiting with bated breath for them, and because the official ones aren't out yet, I've gone and found people who recompiled them to make temporary versions, which seem to be working fine. But this is how I'm going to make sure we're able to actually do work in the game. And then tomorrow we can just turn around and build. I don't know if we're going to get it all done, but having the schematics for everyone to use means that building will be much faster and much more consistent. And we won't have any, hopefully avoid the mistakes we had the first time when we built these tunnels with, written instructions in memory. So I'm going to switch back over to the survival world, and you can watch me try to flail about while I act like I am in survival when I'm in, or sorry, flail and act like I'm in creative while I'm in survival. The terracotta supply, Sean, is actually good. When we got all the terracotta the first time, I made sure I dyed up enough of it, and then once we get the actual numbers from all those schematics I save, Excel files I save with the materials, I can double check the terracotta supply, make sure we have enough. It's going to be around 20 shulkers of blue terracotta. No big deal. I also need to figure out where we're going. Lots of people are online. I'm good at typing. Need to have like a spell check in the in-game chat. I love that. Time to make a new version of that. Oh, we'll let the chunks load. Where we have 14 TPS. That's not too bad. Some nice artistic pictures of horse butt. And the Backstreet Joes. Here, we'll get rid of that screen. Let everybody admire this here. This is 16 maps made by Melora using a Photoshop picture by Valley. So this is not an actual picture that was, taken professionally. This is all Photoshop and people having too many hours spent with insomnia. We have a touch grass map. Dahlia really loves horses, if you can't tell. But it's always fun to see the map area and see what people have made. The post office, stuff I just leave flying around on the ground. Oh, nice. Slow speed 3. Lots of useful stuff. The important part is I should actually find the terracotta because chest monsters are real. So the terracotta is in here somewhere, which is so helpful. There we go. So we have 18 shulkers of blue terracotta right now, and I have another 9, 12 shulkers of regular terracotta in case we need more. I have a couple of wither skeleton skulls too, in case you were wondering about the supply. Should find a way to give those out to people on the server. I think everybody could use a bunch of wither skulls. I heard they're really good for spawn proofing for farms. This is one of the new mangrove trees. They are looking to be an absolute pain to harvest. Oh, the skulls can do stairs by her. That's interesting. That'd be interesting. Having a bunch of stairs you can just hop up and down on. That'd be kind of interesting. This is the Vortex Falls area. It's a Gravity Falls themed group build. I think there's 8 or 9 of us working on it right now. And we're slowly figuring out how to decorate it and make it look nice. But, you know, there's lots and lots of distractions. So this will take us the better part of a year to finish. I'm just heading to the Shulker farm to make sure it's working again. It broke the other day and took several hours to fix. I feel like bubble elevators should be faster, but I don't think it's that. I think it's the fact that we just got so much more world height, we're just not used to those massive long rides. So this is a Shulker farm. It's designed by Ending Credits. I put it into creative and decorate it with different blocks so it'd have more styling that I enjoyed. But it duplicates a lot of shulkers very quickly and kills them very quickly so that we can have an unlimited supply of shulker shells on the server. It's a pretty interesting design. What it does is you have a shulker here in a what's called a breeding chamber, and you have these snow golems here, and they are shooting snowballs at this endermite up here. So they're constantly just shooting at the endermite. And the shulker that was there gets hit. Let's see where that's coming from. Come on. Oh, it's refilled now. He's going to get pushed in place. There we go. So the snowballs hit him. Oh, that's interesting. How he teleports out so quickly. That's very concerning. That means he teleported without duplicating. That's an interesting thing. Oh, we'll just put another one in. No big deal. So, as you can see there, you can just see them splitting, and when they disappear. So what's happening is the snow golems are shooting at the endermite, but they hit the shulker here, which makes him angry. Since he's angry, he opens the shell. And since he opens his shell, the shots from these shulkers, who are all, you know, aggravated because he's angry, all their shots are funneled to him because of pathfinding magic. And they go here. Interesting. Another one died. That is very odd. He didn't die. He actually just teleported out of sequence. There we go. Very quickly. Get another one. Have him go on. Maybe there's some weird mechanics at play here with the new update. That might be interesting. So I'm pretty sure I literally watched one go down a second ago. Interesting. It goes up, it gets picked up, goes back in. Yeah, there we go. He should be sitting there. Oh, he actually died. That is interesting. I wonder if we were cycling that one back and forth, because when they get below 25% health, they'll teleport away immediately rather than duplicating. So if he was injured, that could have been why we had that feedback loop. There we go. So what happens is when they get injured, they teleport and they leave behind a copy. So the ones that are going up in the farm are actually already injured. So I think that's how you can have that problem. But we'll get some more shulkers in. That one's still working nicely. But that's how the shulker farm works. It makes about 1,000 shells per hour. Oh, hello buyer. Join the game. Here we go. It's a couple shells. I need to expand the storage for our extra shells. Because we're running out of storage space. We have plenty of shells waiting. And let's see if the chunk loader is working. This farm's a one-dimension farm, so I need to actually make sure there's a chunk loader to keep it constantly loaded. This is a chunk farm that we saw in DocM77's channel. I wish I remembered the name of the person who actually designed it, but I should write that down because I like to give people credit for their work. But I don't think there's an official video out, and Doc is the one who actually made the tutorial for it in his episodes. So this boat just gets dispensed, it goes through the portal, it gets broken, and it comes back right away. It's just continuous loop, but it keeps the dimensions loaded. And a couple other really nice farms in the server. I think we're going to head to Spilly right now. Mostly because, it's nice looking. Usually I have the Bobby mod running, but because I knew I was going to be changing dimensions a lot and going in and out of single player and multiplayer, I turned it off, so we're having the same 9 or so chunks everybody else has. Normally I have things running at 32 chunks, so you can really see just everything and how great it looks here. Over here is the Shulk barn. This is my shop where I just sell things in bulk. It has a couple community features. I have added a clock, so we always know generally what time it is. And it resets when people sleep. It's pretty cool. And we have a nice furnace array. I call it a Shoken array because Vin Shoken, my neighbor, built a small furnace array here before I built my shop, and I wanted to maintain that utility for the community. We have Noob Juice. I have no idea who's doing this, but they have Ancient Debris waiting for them. So they should come collect their rewards for their services. Oh, someone bought sand. Oh, and glass. Oh, I better restock the rockets and the bone meal. Oh, nice. Someone bought bone meal. Bone meal's great because it fuels a ton of farms in the server, and I have a very efficient bone meal farm, and it saves people so much time just by being available to them. We also have the frog lights, 2 diamonds per shulker full. We built a farm on the first 2 or so hours of having the 119 update. Gritmonger did the work on that one, but it makes, I think, 12,000 or so drops per hour, which is just ridiculous. And El Mango released a video, and his farm, I think, does 14,000. So for us, just kind of figuring out our design in advance and hoping that it works, I think that's pretty successful when one of the top farm designers is getting similar, close enough numbers to us. This is Dez's base. It has a giant hole underneath, but really I'm coming over to check out the Case Walker's iron farm. So this is Case Walker's iron farm. It has multiple modules with 4 villages per module. So when it fires, it makes, 4 iron golems per level. Pretty much non-stop. I don't know if he has it turned on or not right now. Oh, it looks like he does since things are dying in the lava. But he built this farm just by figuring out how farms work and building his own system, which I really appreciate because it's always fun watching people where they just have, their own ideas and they just go for it. Oh, it looks like Joe is live, which means we should be doing a Joe raid in a few minutes. It takes him a few minutes to get set up, so I'm in no big rush. And we've all heard the setting up stream song before. Yes, TPS does affect the rates. Powered false. Okay, the farm is actually turned on. I hope. We're going to stay here and watch because I like watching this farm run. It's such a nice farm. Like, well thought out. I'm sure there's a couple optimizations out there that could be done, but I don't think they need to be done to make this farm any better. Oh, here comes our line of power. Oh, look at those golems. Just boom, boom. All the way down, all at once. And then just this massive burning mess of golems. But that's Case's farm. It's amazing. So Case has basically made the iron supply for the server. It looks like we're going to have to spend a day. Oh, Case's farm might be overloaded. Oh, Case. Dez is going to be so upset when we make fun of him for failing to preserve your vacation efforts. Well, Dez is going to be made fun of, but Dez might cry. Look at that go. There we go. It's be nice, good community server members. Sweet, a free barrel. There we go. Let us go. I think this is the end of my stream. It was always going to be a short stream. I only had a couple tasks to do, but Gray had family responsibilities, and we wanted to raid Joe at the end of this. So I'm going to start a raid to Joe Hills. / raid Joe Hills. Make sure I type in Joe's. Got to do everything. It's case sensitive, right? Oh, raid Joe. This follower is a follower or subscriber only chat. So have a great time with Joe, and I will be there as well. So hope all of you all have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow for the remainder of our stream weekend.